Welcome to today's Coffee and Cards and a little bit of BS. Your daily grounding check-in starts now. So go grab your cup of joe while I shuffle the cards, shuffle the chaos, and shuffle whatever emotional support soundtrack my subconscious decided to put on repeat today. And let's see what the woo is trying to show us. Hopefully we get some kind of aha moment along the way. All right, let's go. This morning during my drive to get my cup of joe, I had my radio playlist going and two songs came on back to back that immediately hit me. Stronger by Clarkson and Rise Up by Andra. The energy of both songs feels very connected to what's been surfacing lately. Circling around me yesterday, 3 conversations with clients about life events they were currently experiencing and looking for guidance on. Bullying, gossip, group mentality, people projecting negativity, and emotional attacks, aka what I call spiritual warfare. So today when I heard those songs, a realization. Shame, intimidation, gossip, humiliation, manipulation, gaslighting, or people trying to emotionally provoke you until you react. Most people only show concern when it happens with children. But with adults, they don't want to acknowledge the psychological effects and how it impacts the victim, leaving the victim to feel alone and helpless. When someone becomes obsessed with tearing another person down, gathering groups against them, gossiping constantly, or trying to trigger emotional reactions, they are feeding negative energy. But I've learned that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is not react. Walk away and rise above it all. Trust me, I've been tested. I've been gaslit, filmed, provoked, pushed intentionally because people knew certain wounds or triggers existed. Lots of trial and error with how to react, protect myself. But eventually I realized some people want a reaction because it validates the narrative they created about you. That's why grounding matters spiritually. About 10 years ago, I started meditating daily out of pure survival. Not because I was trying to become enlightened. I needed to calm my nervous system. I needed my mind calm to have clarity about what was happening around me. When you stay trapped in constant emotional reaction mode, your nervous system never rests. That constant state of fight, flight, hypervigilance, PTSD, emotional exhaustion, that becomes the mental and physical prison. Whether people are consciously aware of it or not, many people feed off emotional chaos. And yesterday alone, I spoke to 3 different people dealing with the exact same thing. Being bullied, gossiped about, emotionally targeted, or psychologically drained by group dynamics. Honestly, I just don't get it. Why would someone do that? Usually because hurting others temporarily distracts them from themselves. That's why today's songs felt so important. Rise Up by Andra. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains, bring it to its feet, and we'll rise up. The song feels like perseverance through emotional turmoil. And then Clarkson's Stronger circles right back around. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. That is today's message. Stand your ground. Stay calm. Recognize what energy is coming toward you without becoming consumed by it. Don't let people bait you into abandoning yourself. Don't let them leave you broken down. But still gotta pull cards on it, my daily ritual. Let's see what the cards have to say. Today I'm pulling from the Mystical Moments Tarot deck from my little happy shack over here on Mystic Island. 3 cards came out. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. And wow, this says a lot. The 10 of Pentacles is earthly abundance, status, power, appearances, success. You see this man sitting on top of the world like he has everything. But then directly beside it, the 10 of Swords. Betrayal, mental exhaustion, energetic attacks, pain, feeling stabbed repeatedly emotionally. And when I looked at the imagery, all I could think was, some people try to build themselves up by tearing someone else down. The 10 of Swords in this deck almost looks like energetic pins entering the mind. Psychological warfare, projection, gossip, emotional attacks. And then underneath it all sits the Emperor. Control, power, authority. But interestingly in this deck, he almost looks clown-like. False power, false control, false superiority. Which immediately made me think, this is what people do sometimes to feel powerful? Create false narratives, project pain, control perception, tear others down to feel elevated themselves? But here's the thing, Spirit. Only you can hand over your power. Only you can allow those energies access to your peace, your nervous system, your emotional stability, and your mind. That's the lesson here. The attacks only gain power if you fully step into the portal and allow yourself to become consumed by the energy too. So today's reminder, you are stronger than what is being projected onto you. And maybe this moment, this pain, this challenge, this emotional pressure. And that was today's coffee and cards. Hopefully somewhere between the coffee, the chaos, the music, and the cards, you found a message your soul needed to hear today. Remember, only take what resonates, leave the rest, and make sure to pour back into yourself today. If this reading hit home and you want a deeper, personal reading tailored to your energy and situation, Spirit and Root Tarot offers personalized tarot guidance for clarity, reflection, and insight. See link in bio for information. On that note, until next time, as always, I'll see you in the cards.